using the dash on the waylay as a distraction and being able to go back in such a map that is in such close proximity on every site with the corners.
Oh yeah, it definitely does play out quite nicely here, Mimi. Here goes Angel Select.
I think this is the best map for Hinder as an ability. It's so easy to hit multiple players. But DRX start on defense, Fnatic instead starting out on this attacking side. Alpha, despite the loss, is having a really good map one. So I'm looking to continue to see how he can do on these lurks. Fnatic loves calling around the double lurks of Alpha and of Kron and letting them kind of find different positions within the map. So I think Alpha continuing his form and Kron finding a bounce back from a tough map one are going to be two big keys for Fnatic here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sid, are you liking what you're seeing here from Hyunmin and Flashback map one? They were absolutely dynamic. Are we expecting the same thing again here?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
It's going to be a tough one.
They're so good. They're on this map as well. Playing against this comp, though, I feel like it's got to be so hard if you're Fnatic, even if you're prepped, to go up against those kind of combos.
I'm honestly hoping to see them fight the aggression with aggression. I think instead of just waiting for them to do something, I think...
Like, get proactive, disrupt them, and fight ahead, not let them dictate the game.
Not let them set the pace, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good note there. It's going to be a tough one across the stage, no matter who you're rooting for. But let's go ahead and get right back into the action. Here's Brennan Sideshow with map 2.
This is really what we're going to be seeing, this DRX composition that we've been talking about thrive, to be honest, on Corrode. Their execs are filthy stuff overall, but they're going to be starting on the defense half to begin. And Fnatic, it is this untested territory. They haven't played it in Champs yet. Corrode, newest map in the pool, as an addition as well. You can definitely tell that some teams' playbook not as fleshed out, but got to agree with the desk. I'm pretty aligned. The flashy style that DRX love to play on a map like this really suits it. It's in their wheelhouse once more.
I think on this first half, before DRX can really get into their massive attack side execs, Fnatic have just got to be able to punish little peaks that DRX go for. You know, if Hyunmin's going to swing out mid, or if Freeing's going to be anchoring B and peeking into B main, Fnatic's players have got to be good enough to be able to hit that head and punish them. Because if you're not punishing the defensive players for taking fights like that, I think you've got no hope at stopping the executes in the other half too. And Fnatic need one of these maps early on in the series.
Early beginning, a lot of mid presence, emphasis being placed as well. A couple of shots rattled too. Kayak is going to be worse for wear. It's alive for now.
Looking for that peak coming out from Hyunmin. You know, the spot that the Waylay is going to be playing in over towards A-Link.
I feel like A-Link pressure. It's going to go into a B split.
Yeah. And that puts things on Flashback.
Spotted, freeing there onto the side as well. And, well, aim well trained, anticipating that this fight could be taken, dinked across the board here. So much damage being done, and the Fnatic players getting whistled down. It's almost anything, nothing at all. Boaster very much alone now. ISO needs some bailout from the rest of his team. Flashback looking to see if he can square up and take that fight nice and early, but the IGL makes him pay and makes him hurt for it. Chronicle following up again. B-side's going to be there sort of taking here. 2v3 for DRX to play and make it a 1v3.
All on the back of Bane coming up through the flank. Alpha the first.
Yeah, it's an off angle as well. Not expected, not anticipated.
And the pop-off instantly from the Fnatic players. Boaster the hero in that round, man. Those three players that went up mid, I would like to see Fnatic do that a little slower, because they've got to know that somebody's going to be trying to put pressure on them from behind there. But when Boaster gets stuck in this corner, he fights his way out. And he's the player with Spike as well. Yeah. So if he goes down in that spot, it is curtains for Fnatic's chances on the pistol.
Why do I only get kills on pistols?
Well, you got the kill when it mattered, man. That was one of the biggest rounds that Fnatic will play on this map, because it also lets you, in theory, win an easy follow-up.
Freeing, not much to his name here. Prowler forwards. Clone is going to be happy to let it glide past. He hasn't set up a wall, no real util that they're bringing into this round, saving it. A deep push from DRX in through mid. That's 4 players now. Freeing forwards. What an adjustment from Alpha. Snapping towards it. Reaction time test for Kron. Has to step up, but he's got Crashies to help out, supplement the fire out. Round out the round flawlessly. 2-0 now for the beginning on Corrode.
Strong opener there. Alpha showcasing that he's going to be able to take the fight to his opponents. I'm interested to see where this wall goes. Chronicle, 2 rounds now, has been putting it over towards B main. I would expect Fnatic to go and put it in mid for the majority of their attack side. But they might be trying to condition early on. It's this Viper wall I'm discussing over towards B here. They might be trying to condition early on that there's going to be a lot of pressure over towards B main, and that should open up mid and A later on in the half. At the moment, though, they're just having to take mid control off the back of Boaster's smokes, and that is quite a bit harder. At the moment, no resistance.
Oh, and Alpha just takes a peek. Not anticipated, not expected. What a mistake for Mako to make. Hyunmin looks to, again, see if he can answer back, but as he's peeking for the info, Kai wins the engagement. Critical win cons being met here for Fnatic's bonus round. We talked about it. You've got to be winning those 1v1s. DRX have been capturing that lightning in a bottle with the way that they've been playing.
Well, Mako was just unaware for the first, wasn't
For
he?
sure.
Flashback, if there was going to be a hero, a savior, it would be him.
Boaster.
Doesn't have the spike this
Spotted
time.
Yeah, signs of life there, and even jump spotting over, so he ensures and knows now that Flashback has drifted in. A flank pestering, and so many unknowns right now for DRX. I mean, they got 2 players anchoring over towards A still. At this point, with the size of the map, you're looking at a save.
Yeah, you just have to save in this position. Fnatic have managed to work themselves a very nice round there. And Alpha was just so unexpected over towards A main. I think, again, that's the pressure that they've applied early in terms of going for B splits, going for mid control. They were very noisy through mid. 2 stars and a haunt, and the wall itself, the Viper wall, is on B. So Mako probably just thinking that they're set up to take some mid and B pressure, not anticipating Alpha walking up, full contacting. Early as well. Yeah. Very confident.
It's pretty critical here for Fnatic. We know they're a team with that resilience. They've been in positions back against the wall at times before. Flashback. I don't know if you want to contest with this guy. Still through the wall, he will eventually be peppered down. But 3-0 early bonus conversion for Fnatic is massive for them. Best foot forwards after going down a map here in a best of 5. And this is where you start to see the experience shine through a little bit. They've been in tough spots like this.
Yeah, I think the deeper the series goes, the more you're expecting the experience on Fnatic to start shining. Having said that, though, we've talked a lot about how this is going to tie the best that DRX has ever done. They haven't made it to a big final. This is also the best that Fnatic have ever done at Champs.
Yeah.
They've never made it to a podium spot before. DRX looking to try to take the fight to them in mid on a bit more of an eco round.
See them really squaring up. Look at that, the recall is popped off again, but it's haphazard, really thrown together at the last minute. But that blind is good, the damage not quite with the follow-up. Instant reaction called for here by Fnatic. Moving over towards B. Leaves it into the hands of Freeing, but he doesn't have a weapon for it. Only the full armor. Has the util though to try and slow them down. Everybody goes over the wall at the same time. The blind is even better. Bane drifting back and away here to trade intact here from Crashies and Chronicle. They combine their might, and that is a foul concoction to deliver death down to DRX.
Fnatic keep all of that momentum and pace going. Happy to dispel this fight happening over towards mid. And again, the Viper wall being used on B. Chronicle really sticking to his guts with this one. 6-0 beginning for the Viper player, and final kill. Mako just melting into dust.
Viper, fight with
This round, though, DRX finally get rifles back up. So this is our first proper rifle v rifle round. Flashback with an op as well at A-Link.
Looking towards it.
Haunt not broken. Hyunmin can't get out until just now.
It's not the best line as well. Look at it, uncertainty in the way that Flashback's aiming.
Whoa.
Like down the reactions as well. Boaster is really quite brave. The reload hurts.
Yeah, but also a massive force on the refract. Hyunmin using that really early in the round.
Yeah, Crash going to be fading soon enough. Fnatic, though, looking to see if they can increase the pace. Kayak's in, all the way forward. I mean, this guy completely ISO from the rest of his team. Doesn't matter. One-man army comes in.
Bane had util in his hands. He wasn't expecting them to be all the way on site already.
And his pace is just so unorthodox for the way that Fnatic like to play. Normally the slow siege, normally the ones to take their time, but the return at least. It's a kill going his way. Dimensional Drift now is going to get that extra information. 1, 2, 3 players spotted, looking for the 4th, and he's found it. Now going to be calling for the rest of his team to see if they can collect these kills. Oh, that's a good blind. Flashback, exits, Crashies! Delivering and raining down and laying onto him. Goes both ways, and now in a 2v3. Still all onto Hyunmin, Mako. See if they can find a way back past this one, but the smoke only just earned up, and Alpha's ready. He's got the shorty, held in hands, ready for the peak.
And the mentality is starting to shift on Fnatic. Anytime that they're in a bit of a winning streak, you're going to see the energy and the mood go up massively. But DRX are making some huge mistakes to allow Fnatic in here. We saw Alpha get the walk up over towards A main and get the kill on Mako round 3, I think that was.
Nice, come on!
Here in round 5, Bane has got util in his hands. He's just not expecting Kayak to be as deep as he actually is.
The timing is insane.
They're really missing, though, the cues on when Fnatic are looking to try to take space and fight.
DRX doesn't get easier for them.
No real shields to work with.
Oh my god, I mean, they picked apart.
Yeah, that's just a kill through a wall as well. Boast has been spraying that. Was looking to put the damage on Hyunmin in the previous round. And Alpha throwing away the gun to make sure the DRX can't pick anything up as they backfill some space in A main. It's been clinical so far in this attack half for Fnatic.
Just with the Sheriff, spots a player, that is a nasty shot. Tries to adjust the aim in time. Cooling down the Sheriff, but unfortunate. Not able to get that second. It's all Fnatic again. Laying claim over towards the site. Doubled up now by big DRX Alpha. It would be contested with this guy. Hinder dropped down as well, 5 HP. Shorty, in your face. Gunmin picks up the upgrade, but again, plant down. Fnatic fully drilled in and now looking to see if they can do that extra damage. Hyunmin realizing he can't play for this one. And it needs to be a call, a pause, a tactical intervention, really, from the coaching staff at this point. This is DRX just bleeding out.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one, because I think it's not just that DRX are playing their own game but making a couple of mistakes or Fnatic are out shooting them. DRX have got the wrong read entirely on the tempo that Fnatic want to play at, the style they want to play as well. They don't have footage of Fnatic playing this map at Champions, but it's not like that stopped them from having a great result on Sunset. Both of these maps, Sunset and Corrode, we hadn't seen Fnatic play here at Champs. But Fnatic, as the desk was pointing out, were having a lot of domestic success, or at least a little bit of domestic success. 2-0 on Corrode the 2 times that they pulled it out in EMEA. And those teams that they beat, the fans of those teams that they beat as well, in a very familiar spot, actually, rooting for Fnatic to save the region in another end of a tournament.
For sure. The weight of expectations, and that goes both ways. DRX and Fnatic, but weight and expectations, you're carrying the hopes and dreams of your region to really get something done. It's been a hot minute for EMEA.
It's been a long time. And I mean, an even longer time if you want to talk about a non-Fnatic team lifting a trophy.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to go back to 2022 Copenhagen for FPX. And I mean, before that even, you're looking at Chronicle actually lifting the trophy and almost lifting a Champions Trophy in 2021. So they've got a huge amount of experience. They've been around the block. This team has gathered together huge talents from all across their region. And in fact, outside of their region when it comes to Crash Eats. And they're managing to recover here really nicely in map 2. Pressure's on DRX, that's why they're taking the tag time out here. I personally would like to see them try to take the fight over towards mid a little more, but I think a big problem is just that horn. You're going to have to do a delayed refight into mid. And I would imagine that Boaster's going to call a reaction, like a quick reaction off the back of that, because the tempo that he's calling here is faster than usual. He's not doing those 30-second execs. He's hitting the site around the minute mark.
That's really catching DRX off guard. All turned up as well for Alpha. The troubles don't stop.
Well, they're gonna,
DRX at least.
They're trying to contest this Viper wall. This is the big threat. They want more information over towards B main.
Opping this line though, again. Got a wall in your face. Prowler is hard to clear you out.
Yeah, it's just going to be a horrible time. They also want to try to defend this ult op. There's 3 players, 1 away from an ult.
It's out. Clone broken early, so the wall will remain intact.
Crashy's got his ult online. Fnatic with a huge opportunity to snowball.
Gearing up for the exec.
Hyunmin is nowhere near to counter ult.
Flashback. There's no way you're taking this peak, man. I mean, you're crouched up onto this one. It all comes down to who spots who first.
Can't they see the gun?
Double lined up there. Surely they can. They've got to be expecting and reading this one. You get bullets to the dome. Only saved by the box there, but now you're going to be feeling it. Heat turned up. It's Fnatic sending this one flying forwards. Thorn's going to be used to try and slow the approach, but it's still guarding all the weapons torn away out of the hands of these DRX players. It's up to them now to put a stop to it, but again, they go over the wall together. Emphasis being placed, and the gun just does not come back in time. Fight set up for success once more. Fnatic are coming into this one drilled, ready. Discipline in their hearts. Gonna lay claim to most of this one here. Already with that side control, still feeling uncomfortable. As a hinder that does connect to DRX. Should be surely getting this one. No way! Both are not anticipating, not even expected. It's 7 rounds in a row, despite the timeout, despite the pause. DRX still left reeling.
Freeing just caught in elbow, unable to use his primary weapon. And Boaster and Crashies feasting on sight. Wow.
Okay.
Giving it from across the stage, a 7-0 beginning.
Hey, he's gonna pull the headphones out. We're gonna have a tech pause before you know it.
Doing tricks on him.
That's crazy, man. Okay. What a turnaround though as well. You can see the mentality difference.
I don't understand what DRX are up to over towards B main here. If you want to go for a refight with the Waylay and a Paranoia or something like that, fair enough, but I mean, they're just pushing their face into a Viper wall that can go up and down repeatedly. There's the C's, here's the refight.
Kayak, Gatecrash is going to be fading momentarily, will be forced to use it.
Yunmin didn't even commit to that, but fair enough. Kayak gets out of there anyway, and I guess they can feel a little more confident that it's not going towards B. Yunmin starts to back away, but the A site has not been well defended either.
No, you have the Thorns and just flashback, umming and ahhing, trying to hold this one back. Slower approach, and now you see with the Utils sent forwards, that's going to give the right timing, at least for DRX. It's trying to see if they can flood their way back in. Cosmic Divide cuts it up in through that link area, TP back and away. Reinforcements arriving for DRX here, but they don't have the weaponry still. Will it stop them? TP now into the corner. Maka wants a little bit more extra info. Nightfall even being that committed.
Oh, he stuck it.
He's hard stuck it! What a risk to be made again, but it's got that watchful eye on it. Hyunmin, 10 HP in a dream, and it will remain just that. Fnatic. Complete domination. The working of the map, the pushing and pulling.
A masterful performance here. Boaster leading the orchestra to an 8-0 beginning. Everywhere they go, they're just finding DRX making small errors. I mean, in this round, okay, they're working with lighter weaponry as well, but I feel like DRX are not falling back into more standard defensive procedures. I mean, there's good smokes, good double-up spots that we see a lot of the top teams using, and DRX maybe just not comfortable anchoring with their comp that loves to try to take fights. They can't find those fights.
No.
This actually does remind me of the incredible Haven attack that Boaster put together, where he was just slow defaulting and putting fakes all around.
Constant pressure applied, the flashback. He's not being able to get anything done with his op. You're right, it's reminiscent of that one. Relentless.
And that, DRX were only able to put up a single round on the board on their defense side. Kayak with another ult to work with. It feels like the ult snowballs never stop for Fnatic. Bowen gets a free break on the wall as well. Freeing at least with an ult to try to hold on to B, right? So he doesn't have to be super worried, but there goes Mako. That's the punish I was talking about at the start of the map. If they go for an info peek, Fnatic players sharp enough to rip them off. 10-3 as well, Althea.
Who's next?
A real step up from him. Now you're seeing ult's going to be popped off. All earned prior. Kayak's behind. That's Steel Garden. Hello, where's he going with that one? They're trying to combine their might again with a util to follow through. Convergent paths, that's enough of a slowdown. No one's home. No one entering into this side. The pit's going to be layered down anyway. That's going to attempt to get them back in, but for DRX answering back. It's a quick pivot. Fnatic not looking to contest over towards B now, and they're going to get that mad sprint over towards the A side. It is open for the taking, but it's still left in that player disadvantage.
See whether Boaster can hold the Horde off for a moment.
It's an onslaught now. It's going to be approaching his position rapidly at that side. It's off angles, and that, no, okay, the Nightfall on top of it. He's not able to take that fight. Stand his ground towards it, and the back to Crashies. Instinct kicking in, the awareness in the back of his mind, and he's being pressured from multiple locations. Crashies, no way, no way! DRX can catch a bloody break!
The America's import lights up the French arena. Crashies 15-3. Determined to make it to another grand final at Champions. What a performance. Reminiscent of some of his very best. Incredible awareness with the Nightfall that there was one on the flank, because the ult caught two. And he manages to break the horn, put the fight forwards, and go back to catch Bane as well. Monstrous, monstrous stuff out here. And at this point, Brent, I'm not even really thinking about whether DRX can come back in the next half. I feel like they still could, because their attack sides are nuts. Yeah, but I'm more thinking about the mental side of the game.
It really is.
I'm thinking about the amount of rookies and the amount of inexperience on DRX's side. And even Mako, who himself can get a bit shaky in big moments.
When you feel the energy of 6,000 fans cheering against you for your demise.
And it's
That's
not
very different.
We're not at the end of the series yet. These are not make or break moments necessarily. DRX could still lose on Corrode and win this lower bracket final, but you gotta make sure that you can handle the heat. And so that, I mean, even more than strategy, that's what I'd be trying to talk to the team about here.
Of course, correct. See if we can put any sort of semblance of rounds on the board. Look towards it here. There's only a few left to play for. 3 more rounds in this half. Essential, goes without saying here for DRX. Both timeouts being blown here early because mines are in the gutter, in the bin really at this point. Fnatic not slowing down. Instant take up towards mid. There was no real pushback. This Prowler's going to be broken on top of it. It's a flash and a peek with a paranoia again, but it's not really put together too well. Kayak, he's already drifted straight past this. He's found himself a pocket to play in. Smoke dissipates, and Hyunmin spots it out at least. That's going to be a saturate layer down at the feet. Attempt to slow this one, but again, Fnatic, they temper it, they hold it, they let it simmer. They wait for the peaks to come to them. Again, the fights are taking. Its emphasis being placed on DRX to see if they can step up and make their mark, but it's just not possible. Weaponry disadvantage, flashback. Whistled down, barely alive. He's going to be limping into this next engagement, and Boaster, lovely dodge of the flash. Bullet to the chest to flashback. That's 10 rounds now for Fnatic.
Anytime Fnatic are on a heater like this as well, they are so difficult to stop. I'm a bit concerned that there were no even really shots landed there, freeing with one.
Enemy.
Your mechanics and your decision making have got to stay sharp in these kind of spots if you want any hope of the comeback occurring. We haven't really seen DRX be the team to make massive comebacks like this. We've seen NRG do it, Fnatic do it. I think DRX need at least the final 2 and a pistol for me to have any hope.
Toxin screen down.
They've owned B main the entire time, and yet they've also been able to just wander into A as well. I'd have liked to see DRX try to fight A main a bit more and give up B and just lock Alpha out of these spots.
They've been guessing the whole time. Where's the hits landing? Losing mid control nice and early.
Yeah, losing mid, losing A main, and losing B main.
Already up. Hello. Just the leg spotted, but that might give him the timing to take here. Flashback is going to hold this one back. There it is. Boaster just wandering into mid, but his team's going to be speeding up off the back of this one. Flash up and overhead here, and he's spotting the backs of these players. Hyunmin left to contain, and now a bit of a pincer, putting that pressure right back onto Kayak. Slowed down. Saturate flashes again to buy him a bit of time, but they're trying to take this one tightly together with discipline again. You don't want to let it slip. Not a chance like this, not again, and this is it. DRX, their time to shine. With a round on the board, much needed.
30 seconds left.
No real opportunity for Alpha to get back into this one. Not with the operator, not with a spike in the middle of nowhere.
And off the back of just a small adjustment, DRX come away with what could be a flawless round. But far too little, far too late. Yeah. Unless they're able to string this together into something ludicrous.
It would have to be a
on their
massive,
attack arc.
like you said, uphill climb for them still.
And you've got to expect that with Fnatic preparing for this map, they would have been thinking about DRX's attack half, because that's what's been giving people so many concerns. This a bit more of a standard one. Yoru takes a fight towards mid. Waylay makes sure that you can't go through a link. All really standard defensive setup stuff. Flashback now with the op. The op has been stuck behind smokes for the whole game, really. But he's going to try to make it work. Mako gets on the high ground over towards bricks again.
Found himself that little perch. All taken care of. A lot of presence here from Fnatic over towards A main. It'll be Maka to receive it. Breaking on either side. I know at least 2 players repositioned. Bit of spam as well, hoping to get lucky with a bullet caught to the dome. Not quite though. Fnatic, the kings at putting pauses, making teams feel uncomfortable into the middle section of these rounds.
early on, we saw Hyunmin work with his refract to go and clear out B main. But now the Viper Wall can just go up and down, and DRX have lost information over towards there. So Hyunmin stacking on A because that's where they've heard people. But now as the Viper Wall gets cycled, they could play for this ult orb. They can get the Steel Garden online, and there's really not much that DRX can do about it. Hyunmin's just rotating from spawn to spawn, getting his cardio in.
It's a guessing game. Rotates are taking at least over 20 seconds as well from one side to the other. It's brutal to work with, and there's a gap here, an angle not expected. The heads are not going to be poking up as well, so Flashback has missed a trick with it. A-Link is going to be contested.
They might be overcooking this, though. They're going to use the Steel Garden as a fake
seconds, 27 seconds. He sees the sign of life. That's the Steel Garden over towards B, going for the split now. It's a dimensional drift. Disrupting this one again, but he's being pulled back off to the side. We'll see if he can exit out into them. Flash is held into the hand, but again, the weapons removed, but not inspecting it, not clearing it. Finally, the weapons are free into their hands. Hyunmin trying to jump onto the chance, but Alpha! He's a monster, man! Tucked into the corner. It's a nightmare of a round has been turned here for DRX. Thought the time could have gotten away from them, but now it's left up to Bane, and at this point, they know exactly where he stands. 11-1. Unreal domination to answer back from Fnatic.
Two maps that we didn't know quite what to expect from Fnatic. The one they picked, underwhelming. They never really got going. This one, the DRX decided to challenge them on, pretty much perfection. Their attack side punished everything that DRX were going for. And now, despite the fact that we know DRX's attack is insanely good, they've just set an impossible bar.
They really have as well. We're going to be sending it down to the floor. Lou is hanging out with a mastermind himself as well. Send it down and see what's up.
Et le prince des G2 m'a rejoint à l'arena. G2's Captain Valin joined me at the arena. It's a pleasure to have you here, Jacob. Of course, the first question I wanted to ask you is, we know it's always a bit bittersweet, you know, to be out of the tournament and to have to watch it, yet you stayed with us in Paris. So what has made the experience enjoyable nonetheless?
I mean, being in Paris has been amazing. It's a great city. I love going out. Now I'm here as a fan. I get to be in the crowd, feel the energy, feel the roar, and cheering on these two teams. I mean, two great teams. It's been a blast, man. I've been enjoying this side of the competition as well.
It's also nice to take like a side step also, sometimes for sure. Donc première question, on sait que c'est toujours un peu pénible d'être éliminé d'un tournoi et de devoir le regarder. Qu'est-ce qui a fait que ton expérience à Paris s'est quand même bien passée? Et ben je suis content, j'ai l'expérience des fans, je peux rester aussi avec le public, regarder ces deux énormes équipes s'affronter, et j'ai aussi eu le temps de visiter Paris, passer un peu de temps, sortir aussi, et j'aime beaucoup la ville. And now I'm gonna have to ask you the mastermind to judge two masterminds, the battle of masterminds here between Mako and Boaster. We know they're very good IGLs, different styles, but who do you see victorious on this series and why?
I mean, if you see the energy from Boaster right now, I gotta say Boaster. He's putting on a show for all those European fans out here in Paris. He's looking like a king out there. Someone I look up to. I mean, he's a great leader for his team, bringing in the energy after a hard map one. And now they're up 11-1, so I gotta say Boaster.
Yeah, they're having a great recovery on this map. Donc deuxième question, plutôt Boaster ou plutôt Mako en IGL? Et ben j'ai envie de dire Boaster. Vous avez vu les danses qu'il nous fait, l'énergie qu'il nous met ici. C'est quelqu'un qui m'inspire beaucoup et je le regarde aussi de très près. Merci beaucoup, Valine.
Merci les gars.
Merci les gars. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Let's see if Fnatic can take the win on the second map.
Unbelievable stuff, really, from Fnatic overall, off the back of some real heavy lifting of certain individuals. Crashies, right at the tippity top of the board for his team, 16-4. We all remember that clutch that we just watched and saw, but this is a guy that is dead set on making it to another Grand Finals at Champs, doing it for his team, putting them into that experience, giving them a taste of it. Something that Fnatic have never really been able to grasp. It's the furthest they've ever gotten in Champs.
Yeah, you know the funny thing too is, the team that Crashies had to beat in order to make that Grand Finals was Mako's DRX.
Yeah.
And that was an incredible barn burner of a game. Lower bracket final in 2022 at Champions. Went all the way. Full 5-map series that left DRX heartbroken, shattered, and hit their ceiling that they've never quite been able to repeat. Here, managed it, and looking to take that one step further along, but it would be one hell of a comeback. They have to win the pistol here, and every exec has to be perfection.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even ready to discuss it at this point. This is really just looking ahead to Haven.
Yeah,
unless we see that miracle magic. But it does need to be perfect. Across the board, there's a wall in your face, a lot of damage and bullets coming on either way, but Alpha falls. Wall even being baited out in the process. It's caused a bit of a scurry in the camp of Fnatic. You see the players repositioning. Reinforcements arriving over towards B, but calling again for the pause.
Flashback doesn't have that gate crash to be able to enter, but Hyunmin still with his engagement abilities.
Footsteps potentially.
Yeah.
He's walking around. Okay, freeing. Watchful eye on it.
Both teams looking to try to punish any defensive maneuvers from their other. Freeing spots out some players in mid as well, so can give that info to Mako that A is probably going to be a little weaker. Should still be a player hanging over towards B for the re-hit. Should be some exploring through mid off the back of that flash. So DRX take a lot of space here on the A side.
It's all theirs, essentially for free.
30 seconds
Being
left.
that backup policy, lying in wait towards it. Flashback might get tested soon enough. Time running a little bit short there, just a few stray shots missing the mark. Alerting to the position. Fnatic can still take this one, and as well as they take it together, trade it out, at least with the one. Chronicle, though, he's delivering it now. He's raining and hammering down those blows with the pistols in hand. The damage is going awry. Not really landing onto the opposition, but as I say that, it's Bane to be the one to collect. Over the course of this tournament, he has been a clutch play, has been able to step up when his team has needed it. But again, it's just one piece of the puzzle on a map like this, and you've got to keep it going.
He landed a good opener. That's the kind of thing that they need in order to get started. But it's just so difficult when you put yourself down 11-1 on the other half.
Yeah.
Almost some fake optimism there, I would say. Down 11-2. And it's not to say that DRX don't have an incredibly powerful attack side. You heard it from the desk as well. Sadil was talking about how much he enjoys watching DRX's attack side. It's beautiful, the way that they coordinate the two duelists together on their B site execs. But at some point, someone on Fnatic is just going to make a big play to be able to win them around. They have too many stars.
Too many hitters to be relying upon it. Hello. Oh, okay.
Portal closed.
Slight spot at the back side. Okay, Flashback is going to be jumping on the chance. He wants to draw out the blood here. Claim a couple of kills while they're at it and slowly closing in onto it. But Fnatic, they take the initiative forward just to fight. Oh my god, what is that by Bane?
Down B.
It's a big one.
Handed it as well. That's a Bulldog in the hands of Chronicle. Double dash over and around. That's recall. My god, Chronicle! 8 bullets left, and this could get dicey. This could get dangerous. We were talking about it. Any one of these Fnatic players could step up, deliver those blows, and my god, an ace on the Thrifty, 5 HP and a Dream right now, back against the wall, freeing. With bated breath, the rest of his team can breathe that sigh of relief.
That's what we're talking about, the danger ever present with Fnatic. That round should have had no sting to it whatsoever, and yet a big wide swing coming out from Boaster just sets up full B main control for the rest of his teammates. And Chronicle's got that kind of sting to him, that kind of danger. He's ruined their bonus round, so now there is no bonus. DRX have to force.
Look at the weapons.
And they have to win. Yeah, the weapons themselves are not great, are they?
Double
Two Guardians.
Odin on the other side of Fnatic.
Oh,
filthy stuff. CS viewers, avert your eyes. What you might be about to see.
he's missed him.
Hold on.
He's
Shot
missed him
fine. He's missed the
entirely.
gap. Yeah, the Prowler. Drifted straight past it.
Crashies went to take the fight. Sorry, Kayak went to take the fight as well. Looking to swing out through the smoke. He got punished.
Crashies, I should say Chronicle. Stands tall. Holding back the line over towards that mid angle.
It's a weird beginning to the round, but DRX come out better for it. But they've lost Hyunmin, and Hyunmin's normally the guy that's going to be doing the big entrying for their site execs and playing Flashback in behind as the second entry. Actually, neither of their duelists are going to be present on this hit. So they're just hoping they'll take it for free with a Nightfall.
Nightfall is in the right vicinity at least. They're going to get that catch onto Boaster. No sound cues for him. Wants to just hold down the line over towards this back elbow area. No committal by DRX. They only tagged the one. But they don't go forward off of it. Waiting for Flashback to explore, see if he can clear most of the way. Cutting noise again. That's uncertainty just sowed in the back of Fnatic's mind. But all that time being waited out has brought these Fnatic players together.
I'm worried about the clock here.
Yeah, 22 seconds left, and they've got Bodies and players in position. Flashback, refight towards it. The flash not good, and as well as he hops up, it's not a favorable fight to take. Fnatic, this is how you get back into it now with shots landing like this. Mako, straight back to the spectator seat, and what a mistake to make, because just like that, it's flipped on its head. A 2v3. Pain and freeing. Nobody wants to push this one back, but Boaster, util available, the star's going to be deaded. Pushing them back and away out of the fray, and fight to be taken again, but a wall in the face of Bane, so damn uncertain. It's a tap. Looking for that reaction, looking to see where these DRX players are lying around. Snappy in the end, but the reactions need to be sharper than that. Not too many bullets left remaining. Time on the defuse. Time again is drifting. Boaster to be defended as a half onto it. A tap. Time still away for it. Where's the swing?
Freeing must have crashed or something, man.
Where is it?
He's just not even taking the fight.
That's so unfortunate.
He's just AFK in B-Link.
Oh, man.
He's just sat there with a Guardian. I mean, that's a tech pause for sure, but that's, I mean, that is straight at the end of the round.
That's a heartbreaker as well. Damage done. You can't be rolling that back.
Presumably not.
Oh, man.
I don't even know at what point in the round. I mean, I was focused on the retake happening, wasn't looking directly towards Flashback. I have no idea when. It's an ironic high five there. Yeah, well done. Clean that one up easy.
Good job, yeah.
That is a killer.
That's really unfortunate.
Interesting to hear from Mako, actually, after the previous victory that he had. Looking forward to this game. They have played every single time, Mako and Boaster. They've been at every single champs. Two of only 3 players to have done that.
Hell of a thread of fate that's woven between these two players.
And it's back and forth every time they've played against each other at these big tournaments. It's, you know, one win to Fnatic, then a win to DRX. It's DRX's turn, if you believe in that kind of stuff.
Yeah. The pattern recognition goes crazy in the human brain, always looking for superstitious elements where there might not be some. But you are right. If you want to follow that trend, it should be DRX's turn here. But now just trying to get back into the action as soon as possible and really just giving a bit of space to breathe. It's unfortunate for Fnatic because, listen, when you are so close to victory, so close to being able to get that turning point in a series, especially the best of 5 like this, lower finals where there are no second chances. It's a brutal one. It's going to be weighing on them perhaps as well. They've got to be competitors about it though. They have to be resilient in their minds. And immediately calling a timeout off the backside of it is Fnatic. Time to discuss, time to talk it through.
Yeah, Fnatic going into a timeout here very, very early in the second half. Some weirdness going on, but anyway.
It is strange, yeah.
This is now a tactical timeout. An opportunity for the coaches to actually have some level of discussion. So Milan gets involved here. They know what they're going to be up against. They know the kind of style that DRX are going to be playing. And when Boaster last faced against DRX in this tournament, he said the key is to disrupt them before they get into executes. That means taking the fight to them in mid. That means taking the fight to them in B main and A main and harassing them, taking engagements and peaks before they can set up. I didn't actually see too much of that though when they played against each other. I think DRX still got really nice attack sides going.
On the center was glimpses of it, but
yeah. But clearly it's something that they're like theoretically aware of what they should be doing. We'll see whether it plays out in the game. We're looking to head back into things here. A reminder that this is DRX coming in, choosing to force up, not play a bonus round out. A slight difference though in terms of the buy. Only one Odin for Boaster and a Judge for Hyunmin. So maybe just planning to go for that B exec where he dashes into a smoke or something.
It looked like it. All signs point towards it and through B main. Flashback wants to apply the pressure, making them feel like they are taking that mid control. Keeping the players anchored to the spot here. Fnatic though, with a defensive setup, they've only got Boaster home. Odin in hand, he could make mincemeat of them if he's handed the right opportunity. Now you're seeing it. It's a Prowler, Thorns up and overhead. A double dash into that smoke to try and dominate that angle. Still it's Chronicle, he's forward, steps forwards onto the mark again. Now Horn lights them up and the bullets raining down. Still Boaster's going to be taking a dink of his own. TP's in to try and disrupt this play. Fnatic fast onto the scene, looking to see if they can make a play towards it.
Really quick on the flank here, Kayak.
Planted.
Coming up behind to challenge Freeing.
And that's a fight to be taken at 1 hour. Freeing drop now, the pressure is applied from multiple angles. A pit is the extra element introduced here by Fnatic. really ensuring that they do not let this opportunity slip. Bane going for the reclearance, but Kayak plays it well with patience and discipline. Holds his hand, doesn't overstay his welcome, and he's going to be just harassing from the sides the entire time. The emphasis and the onus being placed onto DRX. They're the ones who have to fight their way past this one because it is a slow death from 1,000 cuts, man! Judging that proximity, the damage already been done. That is that 12th round. Untough again here for Fnatic. Coming into this one angry.
Yeah, this one flawless. Look at the punish here on both of these players. Hyunmin punished inside the smoke, Chronicle anticipating that. And also the Odin being used to spam through the wall, pretty similar to the way that Alpha just did it.
Not happy about it, are they?
No, shouting at them to roll around back again. You do not want to annoy Alpha. Yeah, the position the Boaster's using the Odin from, he's being able to get this angle where he spams into Hut through a wall, which is a normal pathing that Hyunmin likes to go for. So DRX getting antied here on their attack sides.
Big reads by Fnatic and a double hole, a double face.
They're so ready. I mean, that one as well could easily be to counter Hyunmin when he takes his normal pathing over towards A-Link.
Every player on DRX feeling like they have to be the ones to step up, but they just don't have the weapons for it. The shot's not landing. This is all Fnatic right now. They have put on a statement on Corrode. Leading out the available DRX players now. There is no more chances and no more hope for DRX. In the hands of Freeing, but short-lived for sure. Fnatic answer, and we are 1-1 in this best-of-5 lower finals.
Clean finish in the end for Fnatic. They're going to feel vindicated for that one. A 10-round lead, a DRX with a lot to shrug off after just being eviscerated on Corrode.